Hi everybody, it's Bob Young again, coming to you from Redline Archaeology. This is my second video this week in the last 24 hours, and looks like I've got about 3 or 4 more to make this week. It's really been a pretty amazing week in the Redline Archaeology world, finding original one-owner collections. But the article that was just released in The Hustle on myself, Mike Zarnock, and Bruce Pascal really caused me to have a lot of collections offered to me from original owners that really haven't dug these things out for about 40-50 years. Seems to be the common theme, but it's a good thing. Actually, there is an Mattel employee collection I just evaluated overnight and made the offer, and I think it's going to be a positive end result when the owner gets back to me tomorrow. So I'll keep you all informed. Keep checking back on my Redline Archaeology Facebook page, this YouTube channel, and also my website where I post blogs on a fairly frequent basis. So a couple things to go over real quick. The first 10 people that watch this video and send me a private message with your correct mailing address and name, I'll drop one of these in an envelope for you. Now, most of the time it gets through just with regular postage. I have had one instance where a fellow collector of ours I sent one to, they had to pay like an extra $2.30 postage, like cash on delivery. So I don't know why, but one of about 100 I've sent out hasn't gotten through. So if you want one of these and you want to take a chance on paying a couple dollars for it, fine. Most of the times they're free. They run about $10. They are custom. This says, as you can see, it's the Redline Archaeology logo and the website domain. I have one on the back of the phone that I'm recording this video on, and they work great if you've ever used a pop socket before. So the first 10 people gets one. All right. So this collection came out of Newtown Square. A gentleman called me over the weekend that read the article from The Hustle, and he just dug these out. It spurred him on to go into his attic and grab his collection of cars out. So there were 16 total cars in this smaller collection, but some really nice pieces in here, really nice condition pieces, as well as the rare ones. This was hand delivered to me. I had to meet the gentleman in Center City, Philadelphia this morning after we agreed on the price, and how he wrapped them was like this, in saran wrap. So with that being said, let me just clear the deck here, and in the background is the collection from Glen Carbon, Illinois, that I posted a video on yesterday about, and that was 41 cars in total, and really nice condition across the board. And these are really nice too. But let me get this open first, and we'll get going from there. So if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the Redline Archaeology channel, please do so. I really appreciate it. And if you like these videos, please take the time to hit the thumbs up. Would really welcome comments, questions, anything, constructive criticism. I'm not the greatest with technology, but I'm getting there, needless to say. But I have a lot of videos up already with, I've been on TV a bunch of times, local news, some really interesting collections from over the years that I wrote about in my book, Redline Archaeology. That's available on Amazon. I have videos of a lot of the collections that I have pictures in that book about. So you can see them, in kind of real time on the video. So let's start with this collection. Here's, team trailer. It's missing all its stickers, but let me adjust the lighting here. People were telling me that they like to see the cars a little bit longer. There it is right there. It's in nice condition. I mean, it's got mild play wear on it, which a lot of the cabs do. But you normally see these with the stickers. So there it is. It's got everything. The side door sometimes is missing, and they're very hard to find. And they get a little bit expensive. But so we got a team trailer to start out. Next up is we have an ambulance, which is missing the back door. Blue, again, you got some play wear on it. Certainly some scratches. Got a nice white interior. This thing probably ran through a rod runner a few times and slammed into the back of other cars and had some other cars slammed in the back of it. But, decent piece. There's the base. a little bit dull. Wheels seem to be okay, but certainly a played with car out of this collection. This guy that owned these certainly enjoyed them, like most kids of the 60s and 70s did. Here's a Jet Threat. Looks like it's been marked up or scratched up on purpose. Obviously it's missing the canopy, which a lot of times in collections you find that. Green, very common color in this casting. There's the base, decent base, but you know, for the beginner collector, you know, this would be a good starter car. Okay, let me see if I can adjust this so you guys can see them as I'm putting them down there as well. Now here's a nice one, a nice light green Sidekick. 72, one of only a handful of cars that were produced that year. Really nice condition. You know, could use a front left wheel swap out, but not bad. Paint's good. You know, not hardly any wispy toning, which the 72s are famous for in a lot of some of the Hong Kongs. But this is the one that has the door and the tailpipes. You know, the pull out on the side. I don't know if some of you knew that, but and you push it back in, everything goes back in. But I think it was played with a little bit, not too much. You know, cars that I find in the northeast part of this country, which this one came out of. The weather, you know, the humidity, the heat, the extreme cold in the wintertime, and these are stored in an attic. If anyone's ever, you know, lived in a house with an attic, you know, they get extremely hot in the summer and very cold in the winter. So it does affect the paint when these cars are stored. So you'll see more toning on the East Coast. You'll see bases that have been dulled more, just like anywhere other than California, where even the cars that are coastal, they seem to hold up really well in that dry climate and with the temperatures that don't fluctuate too much. And I got two collections, actually one just came in today that's sitting behind me in a big box, and another one's coming in from Temecula today as well. Nice, two really nice collections, 100 cars total. But you know, they just seem to be in much better shape, the ones I get in California. Now here's a custom AMX purple, you know, with nice white interior. Played with though, not a whole bunch of play wear, but enough. You swap out the wheels here, you clean it up a little bit, you have a really nice display car there. And again, you can see the tarnished base on this, but there she is. Purple custom AMX with a white interior. Okay, so there's that. I'm not a flying colors collector, but I do appreciate them. Here's a Roger Dodger, plum, they call this color. Yeah, I guess the Street Snorter was another car, the old Mighty Maverick in 1973 that was produced in plum as well. And you'll see one of them coming up shortly. But a very, very nice condition. Roger Dodger. Okay. Next up we got the Lola. It's got the sticker on the bottom, which you find a lot that came with the car. Again, the tarnished base. Pretty nice. The paint's about 99% there. Very common color for this casting. Very common car. Grand Prix. Seems like the Grand Prix are really coming on lately. There's a lot more desirability in the Grand Prix, especially the Lotuses, the Indy Eagles, the McLarens, the GT40s. Maybe that's due to the movie Ford versus Ferrari that came out recently. But really nice car. Okay, next up is another flying color, one of the super vans, Super Chromes, right? Very nice condition. Doesn't look like it was run down the track at all. Very nice shiny chrome, not scratched up, nicked up, or anything. The tampos look great on both sides. There's the roof, there's the back, and then you got the black plastic base, which is all started happening in the 70s. But there you go, Super Chrome's super van. Next up is a breakaway bucket. I'll tell you, this piece used to be so desirable back in the day, like in the mid to later 90s, early 2000s. And you know, these used to do real big money back then. Now today, I still think they're a good car, but I don't think they bring the money like they did 20, 25 years ago. I could be wrong. I don't follow eBay. I don't do those type of things, but very desirable car, especially in this condition back in the day, as you can see. Okay. Here's the iced tea. Another flying color. In the green enamel, nice tampo. You know, the roof is still there, which is great. You can see that there's no nicks or really anything on this car. The wheels are great. Really, if you're a flying colors person, it'd be very, very difficult to upgrade something like this. Base is still even shiny. So, move these out. Let's put the flying colors together. Try to keep them somewhat organized here. So you can see these at the end. Here's the Monza 2+2. Another flying color, chrome. So like I said, this would be another difficult one to upgrade. It's in really nice condition all around. The wheels really don't have any wear. You know, the plastic base, but really a nice example of this car. Okay, let's move on to, seems like everyone's fan favorite and very recognizable, and I get these in these in Snake and Mongooses in practically every collection. It's a paddy wagon. Another one, great for the beginner collector. I don't know if you could even upgrade this one. It's so nice, blister pack, fresh, just in really great condition. Yeah, even the base is a little tarnished, but not that much. Great car. All right, so we got 4 73s coming out now. Now the Mercedes 280 SL, as you can see here. Now I know the guys that collect the 73s, and I'm a 73 collector, but I don't. I concentrate more on cars from 68 to 72. I really like the Spectraflames, and that's what I grew up with, so that's what I really remember. These I don't, but I appreciate them, especially when you find them in condition like this, where, you know, they're really never been run down the track. I know the 73 guys love when the paint is deep and thick like this and not nicked up or scratched. And I know one little nick or scratch or pop on these cars can really affect their value from 73. So I'm trying to be very careful holding this. But this, I don't know how you would ever even upgrade a car like this. It's that nice. But there's a really nice 73, and that'll probably stay in my collection with that type of condition. I only have a handful of 73s in my collection from over the years, but I do keep the ones that are really unblemished. Now this one has a little bit of few nicks on the high points around the fenders, but you have the, you know, the blue, light blue odd job, which was the old Muttmobile. But, you know, Mattel cut costs in 73 due to the recession and energy crisis and went to the enamel paints. And this is what they did. You know, limited production on most of these cars. Weren't, you know, falling off, I mean, flying off the shelves per se back in the day due to the, you know, the enamel paints. They weren't as, you know, cool or as bright as the Spectraflames, but still really nice cars. This would be tough to upgrade as well. Just a couple little nicks. Now here's the old the hood, but they call it the Highway Robber in 73, and there it is in that cool lime green color. Again, I don't know how you would upgrade a car like this that really has never run down the track. As you can see, paint's beautiful. I hope you're not getting too much glare from these lights, but I'll figure it out eventually how to show you these cars as much as I can, because I know people like to see the cars for longer periods of time than what I've been showing you. So just trying to make it better for you. Okay, there's the Highway Robber, and then finally you got the Street Snorter. And this is plum. This just needs to be a little cleaned up. I don't think that's anything permanent. A little fooge there, but this is another one. I don't know how you would upgrade it. It's plum. It's a tough color in this casting. Beautiful. not look like it's been run down the track very much, you know, if at all. I don't see anything in the back or the front. One little nick on the front of the hood, and that's really about it. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful displayer. A little tarnish to the base, but not too bad. But the Street Snorter, the almighty Maverick, cut production cost. They got rid of the wing and obviously went to enamel paint for this model as well. All right, so it's a nice little small collection. Let me just give you a little close up here so you can view these. Bring a little more light in here for you. You can check them out. Get above them. Really nice little small collection, but you know, for me, any size collection is great when you when these things see the light of day for the first time in about 5 decades at this point, which is really hard to believe. So again, send me your name and address, and if you're one of the lucky first 10 to message me, that you will receive a custom Redline Archaeology pop socket. Okay, so I'll probably have another video up soon. Like I said, 2 more collections in, one from Corona, California, one from Temecula, and I'm working on probably another 6 right now as well. So it's been a really good week. So remember, it's not always just about the hunt, but it's about, we all know, the capture. That's the really fun part, is when you finally land a collection. And I hope you all can experience it, because it really is great. And there's a big announcement coming up too for Redline, in the Redline Archaeology world, a huge announcement. So I think you'll all be, true passionate collectors will be excited to hear it. All right, so everyone have a great day, have a great weekend. This is Bob Young from Redline Archaeology signing off, and don't forget to please subscribe to this channel and share it. Take care.